Okay. Give me just a sec to put out notifications, and we'll get started. Sorry for the no music. We're still at the end screen from last stream. Okay. So, hi, and welcome to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Hopefully I will avoid getting a crick in my neck this, stream, but knowing my luck, probably not. I very clearly need to start doing vocal warm-ups before I start streaming. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Phoenix? Look! Prosecutor Edgeworth? I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty? End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who's guilty and who's innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait. Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. So yes, we're just at the, start of the third trial day in, or maybe it's the second trial day? I forget. In Turnabout Sisters. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. Prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's gonna raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Raise an objection. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides... At the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Gosh, what voice did I give Red White? Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, Usually I'm pretty good at being able to read White's weird words that he throws out. Locutions? Locutions? Do my locutions confuse? Name. Those two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. Doesn't that mean white boy in Spanish? I'm the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel at the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. I can't rip this guy's testimony apart. I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? I hope you've made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly perusifying, that is, reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, then it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. How do you know what time it was? Because I'm always abso-puzzolutely perfect, you know? No, you're not getting away with that. You're so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9 o'clock. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said, too. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. This is your concern? Silly lawyer. Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. You would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at that time? I was quietly perusifying, that is, reading to you, some papers by the window. By window, you mean the one directly across from Fay & Co. law offices. Correct. That's the only window, you see. And you were reading papers? Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel. And I am a busy man who had business to do. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. Oh, whoops. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound? But of course, I'm no snoop, peeping out of windows at night. No snoop. Yeah, right. You've made a career out of snooping. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. I keep forgetting to press. Spiky-haired? That's the only thing Phoenix has to say about that. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on, anyway? And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. What was Miss May doing at the time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Fae office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I'll answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fae woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Ha! I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim. She ran away, but you gave chase. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course. Comprende? I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I'm always abso-positively perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. You sure about that? How many times must I say it? I'm abso-positively perfect. End of story. How many times must I hear that? Psst, Phoenix. Doesn't something about that strike you as a little odd? Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. Impaction? Don't you just mean impact? Ridiculosity. I think you need to brush up on your language skills. On second thought, perhaps I'd better leave the whole language thing alone. Did Edgeworth prep this guy too, I wonder? Anyway, I'd better find a weakness in there. Yeah, if she went left, she wouldn't be heading towards the door. Because of the floor plan. Oh, I didn't mean to press that again. I am an attorney. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are the evidence in the statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Okay, so that... really... Wait, did I present that on the wrong, statement? Confidence save. I didn't present that on the wrong one, did I? I did present that on the right one. Everyone's favorite, the confidence save. Okay, so... needless to say, that man was none other than you. Called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Oh, wait, didn't, Miss May say that it was to the right? Yeah, okay. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh ho ho! It is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. Killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. Okay, so my logic was correct. It just wasn't what the game wanted. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did.
Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one.
True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Huh, I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There's one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That's where the killer was standing. I nearly said victim. Order. I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion? The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing. The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I've been unclear, and for this I must apologize. Mr. Your Honor. Might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. Can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That's what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her, and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. What do you mean by that? That is what I am about to explain. You Americans, always so impatient. It does not become you. Hey buddy, you're an American too. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. Then you hit her savagely. That's what I saw. Oh, whoops. Wow. What do you mean, first? First? That is what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please, sit back, relax. I'll try to use simple words for your benefit. First, she ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That's what I saw. I didn't hit anyone. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no point in hiding things from this court. I'm not hiding anything. The prosecution requests that the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony. Mr. Wright, you've been warned. Why is he mad at me? Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. What do you mean, next? Next is what comes after first. I know that. Then that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Stop saying it was me. But it was you. Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. Ugh, can I do nothing right? Nothing? May I continue? That is what Miss May saw. So, each of you saw different parts. Abso-positively. That's right, of course. Where did he pick up that annoying phrase? Anyway, moving along. You see, you hit her twice. So, were you watching both times? I suppose I was. And please, excuse me for not testifying to this sooner.
What do you think, Phoenix?
I think we've got him right where we want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off his face. Autopsy report that has been updated. A blow with a blunt object. Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you are abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor.
Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away.
Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. Crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Well. See, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her. She dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. And you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Oh, that. The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene.
Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. The glass stand was lying on the floor. It's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait. One moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I'm so confused. Light's falling apart. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth's on the ropes. Very well. The witness may continue his account. Then, the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Miss Mia. Mr. White, did you know the victim personally? No. Triple no. How could I? I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright, I will not have you harrying the witness. You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth. Killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. Now before, you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. Don't worry, we all know what happened now. She turned and ran for the door. What did you do then? I gave chase, of course. No, not me. The killer, I mean. He gave chase. Mr. Wright, please try to remain calm. Mr. Wright here is only trying to fluster you with baseless accusations. Oh, right. Thank you, Miles. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap? That doesn't sound like the savage attack from your earlier testimony. Oh. Yes, well, I'm a man of peace, you see.
Phoenix, he's getting a lot less talkative.
He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something. But it won't be easy. You couldn't have seen that. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass light stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you'd be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards of glass, or as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is from inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Mr. White? Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia. Heh, looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? Ugh, I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, hmm? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order, order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fey. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered the Miss Fey's office. Am I correct? Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached Fey & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what this all means, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He is determined that Mr. White knew the glass light stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand. At the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to the office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory has been revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Ahem. Leave it to me. I feel faint. It's the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fei & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by the sound? Correct. That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine.
What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix.
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Do you have proof?
Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fei's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder.
Huh, right. I had entered the Fei & Co. law offices. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May?
Unidentified fingerprints, several days old, were found in the Fei & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's.
If I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints.
Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to Fei & Co. law offices.
Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. Why did you tap Mia's phone?
This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor.
LuCorp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Uh-oh. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo.
Tisk tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably.
No more. Can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor.
Phoenix! Phoenix, over here!
I know that voice. Mia?
Never give up, Phoenix.
Mia? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. Lost the trial. I was hallucinating.
Ah, you're finally awake.
Ah! Passes out again immediately.
Hey, Phoenix. Gak? That's no way to treat an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me.
You're... Maya?
Didn't you know that Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers.
So, Maya's channeling you, Mia?
That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you.
But...
We don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won.
Huh?
You have that receipt in the court record, right?
Oh yeah, the one you wrote Maya on.
Phoenix, White wrote that, not me.
So, what do I do with it?
Look at the front of the receipt.
The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th?
That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed.
Whoa.
Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony?
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder.
There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it.
Right. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright?
Yes, sorry, Your Honor.
I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off.
Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright.
Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But, as Mr. Edgeworth noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, you have an opinion on this matter?
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood?
You're grasping.
I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt.
The other side?
Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, the glass light stand. The date of purchase? Why, it's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White? Can't get out of this one, can you?
No. It's impossible.
Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of...
Not so fast, Phoenix Wright.
Eh? What? No way can he worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth.
There's a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there's no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter.
Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
If anyone is going to call Mr. White's trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence.
I see. Objection denied.
What?
Completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow.
No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth's sure to come up with or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all.
Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time.
The witness will stay.
Mia?
Phoenix, read this note out loud.
Mia? What's this? Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright.
You bet I am. My life is riding on this one.
I have something I'd like to read to the court. Look at my badge. I am an attorney. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list?
Mr. White, admit your guilt, right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press.
I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker.
Case closed, Your Honor.
Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've done it again. This was quite a spirited defense.
Yes, Your Honor.
I guess you could say that. Only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense. Rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae.
I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side.
I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live.
As long as you live.
My time here is running out.
Huh?
Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long.
What? No, there's still so much to say.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Chief.
I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock?
The office?
I'll see you later.
Chief. Mia. Gosh, I love this game so much. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night.
You came!
Mia?
I was kinda worried you might not.
Huh? Of course I came.
Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger?
Mia?
You should see your face.
Mia.
What are you talking about? It's me, Maya.
Maya?
What, did I look like my sister?
Look like you were her.
I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you?
Maya, why are you here?
Because of this. See, Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me.
Take care of? Huh.
She means the office, this office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said it's what your friend Larry calls you.
Nick.
You know what this means? We're partners.
You know, when I think about it, this is Maya's fault. It's Maya's fault that I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya.
Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it.
Huh? Do what?
Burgers, dummy! Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a-wasting.
Okay. Wait up. Gosh. Now it's time for this one. I don't hate Turnabout Samurai, but, it's definitely not among my favorites. Granted, 99% of that is just due to my initial playthrough of the game, and it being a long case. Ugh. You've disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. Pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, or it will be the last moon you ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Ah! The warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns.
That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate.
Whoa, stop waving that broom around.
Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here.
Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching?
What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people.
Young? Like, how young?
10 years old.
Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited?
Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17, see? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick.
Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself.
Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular.
Sorry, give me a sec. Okay.
When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was number 1.
Really worry about kids these days.
Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office.
Yes. Wish we had some clients. A month passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I gonna pay the rent this month?
It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner.
Hello? This is Phoenix.
Nick!
Maya? What? It's still early.
It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested.
Huh? You mean the guy on that show?
Yes! They're saying the Steel Samurai killed a villain.
Isn't that what he's supposed to do?
Yeah, on TV.
Yeah, on TV.
No, I mean, he actually did it, in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Just come to the office, quick. Please, Nick.
Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids' TV show, The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon, and are investigating further. This has to be a joke.
No, no, no. It's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai's over. The world is over. Yes, Wright & Co. Law Offices. What? Nick, it's the Steel Samurai.
What?
Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick.
Go? Go where?
They have the Steel Samurai down in detention.
So what?
So, I've decided this'll be our first case.
Mia's favorite potted plant. Maya's been watering it so much lately, it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow, or she's perfecting her water torture technique. It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. There's the bellboy, happily cleaning the room. Poster of an old movie that Mia liked. I was thinking I should go see it myself. Then I realized that the poster doesn't actually say the title of the movie. Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is the thought that I have to read all of these now. I am an attorney. What about this?
You like showing that off, don't you, Nick?
My poor, poor ego. What to do? Well, what should we do?
What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to go get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai.
Do you want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing? I wonder. My money's on sightseeing.
We don't have enough information to make a case yet.
Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened.
No, we just don't have enough information.
Thank you for the hydrate, Nautilus. How are you doing tonight? Ugh. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh.
Is that guy really him?
What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him.
Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you saying? Cramming problems on physics, but not feeling it.
Yes?
Something wrong?
No.
This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you?
Disappointed? Oh no.
No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I'd never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? I didn't want to wreck their dreams.
Oh.
Guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. Also, this dude could totally play Wolverine. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now.
Nick.
What?
He's a good guy. I mean, he's good.
Yeah.
He didn't do it.
I am an attorney. Here. I see. Let me guess. Let me guess. This guy wasn't the top student in improv class. Also, I don't understand, like... Maybe it's just, like, people think that he looks intimidating. But, like, the way that they frame it in a lot of the time is... It just sounds like... People think that Will looks ugly, or some shit like that, just because of the way that they frame the dialogue around it. Or that he's like, oh, he's horrifying. And I don't see it. Maybe you can start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. Cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 o'clock that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Took off his mask, discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. Been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. Samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is?
Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world.
Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. Walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, yes, he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo-Old Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studio at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map.
Wow, Nick, let's go.
Willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. Also, I never noticed that Willpower's like sprite with his fists in front of his chest. He's got like a little handkerchief. I thought that it was his shirt. I never noticed that it was like a handkerchief. He's got a little like lacy handkerchief.
Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Aren't you excited?
Hey, you three. Want in? You gotta go through me.
Old Bag's voice is probably gonna change. I'm just warning you now.
Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers.
Oh yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out.
Gawkers?
Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around.
Youths today, something horrible happens and all you do is sightseeing.
Gosh. Sounds like a life of ease.
Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no.
I don't know. It's possible.
Hey, listen when you're being spoken to. Youths today.
I am an attorney.
What's that? You giving that to me?
Absolutely not. So, what do you do here at the studios?
At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days...
No, you were a star?
Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie.
Whoa, wow.
This place has really gone downhill, you know? But 10 years ago, that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too, he was.
Hammer?
Victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with.
But you say that, but villains are often the ones that, like, get to emote the most and get the most, like... They get the best parts. Can you tell me more about Mr. Will Powers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer.
We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty.
Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
What kind of person was Jack Hammer?
What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
I've heard of that.
There was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry.
Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer?
I was standing here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. And the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you'll have to pass by me. Only one person went there between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place.
And that person was Mr. Powers?
Yes, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request.
I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in.
This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously.
Hello, how's the studio? They'll think I did it, don't they?
No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick?
Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Your alibi. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier you said you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. The security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading toward the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know. I'm sorry. But I swear to you, on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady?
She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking.
Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. We'll let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you.
She's got some nerve.
Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Just hope this will get me past the security lady. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers.
Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. To think he would entrust his fate to youth of such unreliable appearance. Really?
Really?
Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, towards the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, or my instructions. Good detective told me himself.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
There were maps in the security guard station.
Hey, not bad.
Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you.
Well, time to go, Nick.
50 cents.
Okay. Hey, aren't you that murderer from the other day?
It's that confused detective.
Hey, pal. You know Prosecutor Edgeworth's all upset, and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So?
Hey, if he's so depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective?
Think you hurt his feelings.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Edgeworth being an emo, yeah. It's very in character. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but now I know the truth in my heart.
Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here?
Well, we're on this case too, pal.
Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait.
I'd say he's a character, alright.
Gosh, Gumshoe's theme is so good. Detective, see this? This is my attorney's badge. Uh-huh. Don't you think it's a little sad when you have to explain what your badge means, pal? Real men show their PD badge, and that's that. I'll admit, the design of my badge leaves a lot to be desired.
Maybe it should just be a big L for lawyer?
Not so sure about that. I'll take it and I'll stick it on my forehead. So, how's your investigation going, Detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Sorry, give me a second.
Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions?
Right, so, Detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What Forgot? The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. Murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. Updated autopsy report, exactly. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. That person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. You think I'm lying? Ask the security lady at the main gate.
Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence.
Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee.
Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority.
You even gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
What?
What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. Photo of the Steel Samurai headed toward the scene of the crime.
What? Who took that?
See the camera up on that gate, pal?
The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign?
Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically takes a photo of them.
Oh no! Nick, he has evidence! We're finished!
Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that.
We'd like to ask the employees here some questions.
Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves.
Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Nick, look! The security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts.
Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them.
Hey, you. Well, are you satisfied? Powers is guilty yet?
Ugh. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that. I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know? Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see?
I hate the voice that Old Bag has, but I don't know how to do a better one. Unless I just wanted to give her, like, a normal girl voice.
This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. Murder happened right around 2, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. Security camera got a good look at him, too. He's not the one, or if he's not the one who did it, I don't know who is.
Maybe it was you.
Good one, Sonny.
She thinks I was joking. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor?
Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio.
Was. Past tense?
Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai.
At 2, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate? It's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him?
Hey TM, how are you doing? About the security camera.
Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when somebody walks through the gate, see? And it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Ugh, I hate Oldbag's voice. We're just starting. We haven't gotten to the parts of this case that I'm not as big of a fan of. Namely, the second investigation segment. Or it might be the third investigation segment, actually.
Nick, this is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Powers' dressing room. No one's there. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. And what's the point of... Oh, wait. Wait! Okay, that just threw me for a loop. What the hell? How have I never noticed that this area is outside? Like, what? I've always thought that this was like an indoor area. I never noticed that this was that this was outside. What the hell? Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. I definitely think that the higher resolution, because I'm, you know, not playing on a tiny 3DS screen, helps a lot.
Wait, look. Samurai soda. Nick, try this.
Ladies first. That must be the storage room. It's where they keep all the film equipment.
Wow, Nick. You know a lot about the industry.
What else would they keep in a film studio? Remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone is probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak.
T-bone steak. That would hit the spot. Or that would have hit the spot.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks.
What? Someone here at Global Studios is forklifts certified. Looks like one of those are electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point?
It makes it a lot easier to go up hills.
Don't people cycle to get exercise? There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo-Old Tokyo Castle. The grate that is used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. But yeah, I don't know how I never noticed that this was a outdoor location. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked.
Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir?
What do you mean, find?
You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear.
We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. I really like the twists and turns of this case, but yeah, the investigation segments are very rough in this case. Especially because the investigation segments in this case are a lot of, like, fetch questing. It's just like, go get X from Y, give it to Z. that Z can give you another item to open something else. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping.
No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they?
Right. There's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. Some regular suits among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes.
It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes.
I'd say you're already wearing one myself. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. See, my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. There's a vast array of cosmetics here.
Oh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on.
No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig?
I, kinda like samurai movies.
Kinda.
This must be Powers' bag.
Hey, don't open that.
Look.
An employee card key. That must be Powers'. It says Studio 1.
Let's take it, Nick.
Borrow it. You mean borrow.
I wonder what else is inside Powers' bag.
Stop that. My partner, the thief in training. Hey, wait! He actually acknowledges the thievery. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies.
Nick, I'm hungry.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets.
How many stomachs does this girl have? Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open this window much. Guess it's kinda dusty outside. It also doesn't help that you have to, like, move through each area in this, like, in the trilogy. You have to move through each area sequentially to get to where you're trying to go to.
Hey, detective, take a look at this.
Was that? Whoa, whoa. Don't show him that. He'll confiscate it.
Aw, I just wanted to show it off.
Studio mascot. Guess it's a monkey of some kind. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right, Studio 1. Left, Studio 2.
What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted.
Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. Looks like it took that tree down with it, too. Hey, there's a camera here. That's a security camera. Takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went there. There's a number plate on the camera. ST1-307. That must be the camera ID number. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal.
Detective, aren't you on the case?
Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick.
Wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened.
Alright, we're in.
She's way too happy for somebody visiting a crime scene. What is it? You're really quiet all of a sudden.
Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real.
Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. Murder weapon was the samurai spear? Sounds pretty real to me.
Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you, no touching that.
Sorry, my partner is kinda, you know.
You know? No, I do not know.
Who are you?
Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers, representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people.
Gosh.
WP. Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton.
Yeah, so don't touch it. Oh, whoops. That's really weird that didn't check off the check mark. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show.
Of course, that's the mountain, Neo Fujiyama.
Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there?
Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo.
Oh, right. Here it is, here's the meme.
Look, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Right. Sorry. This girl is out there.
Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone! A real-life megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action!
This girl is more troubled than I thought.
What's this?
That's her reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming.
Huh.
What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment?
Well, lighting is fine, but I want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai.
I think she's being serious. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. Guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. Guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder?
Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences.
Sorry, give me a sec. Okay.
Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Powers is dressing— Damn, Phoenix, that's a really good impression.
The employee area. That's where Powers' dressing room is, right?
Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that.
Did you know that Mr. Will Powers was sleeping in his room?
No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private. What kind of girl do you think I am?
What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi.
What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy.
Not really.
Actually, there's something that's been bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that. But that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here.
You sensed?
Yes, several times.
Some other studio employees, maybe?
No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have this feeling it was someone from outside.
Really?
But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot.
So, you sense that someone other than the regular film crew is in the studio?
Yes, I think.
Think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony.
Nick, what about the security lady? If somebody else came to the studio, she must have seen them.
I am an attorney. Any thoughts about this? Don't really want to think too much about what happened just yet. Okay. I just realized that Penny has a side ponytail. How have I never like, I'm noticing a lot of weird details that I've never noticed before. And that one's really, like, it's not even a small detail, that's just a character design thing.
What, you're still here? Really, you look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be.
But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day.
What?
Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am?
Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me, and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh?
We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1.
Her? She's not even a full-time employee. All of you youngins are like that nowadays, running your mouths like...
Gosh. She left.
Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders.
I'm sorry, Maya's voice is going down in pitch a bit. A red map. Okay, cool. Computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Nick, maybe you can see that photo of Powers with this computer.
Yeah, maybe. Did I try the computer? Oh, whoops. Sorry, I reflexively mashed through that. Did I try the computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. Okay.
You know how to work these things, Nick?
Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. It's 370. There, entered.
Nothing happened.
Huh? Maybe I got the number wrong. Wait, is it not 370?
Maybe we should go look at that camera again?
Oh, is it 307? There, entered. It is 307. Okay. Hey, wow. Why did I just default to reading that in my normal voice? What the hell?
Hey, it printed out the data for that day.
Let's see what we got. Huh?
How is this a picture of Will Powers?
Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him.
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back.
Huh? October 5th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2.
What does that mean?
Maybe there's more photo data from that day?
Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Hey, Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial?
Yeah.
We'll put that security lady in her place with this.
Right. We'll put her in her place.
Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Wait, let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Phoenix.
Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate.
Hey, why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today?
I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I'd like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, see? This here's the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. Thank you for the hydrates, Nautilus. Nautilus, how many channel points are you sitting at currently? You're well past 100,000, right? 106? Yeah. Figures. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here's Studio 1. Hey Sachi, how are you doing? This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. Production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. Nose has been stuffy as hell all day. That's the worst. Time of the death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? Skip it. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval.
Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see?
Understood.
Let's call this security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please.
Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me. Oh, wait. Whoops.
Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness.
Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony.
Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, see, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your cross-examination. Sure is one hell of an old bag.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since morning. I, well, had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked by me just at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
I like how Oldbag's voice, like, I just realized this, I like how Oldbag's voice has morphed into, the voice that I gave, Payne, Winston Payne. Sorry, give me a sec. I need a second to stretch. You saw the defendant, then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m.
So, up until that time, anyone who wanted to could go to the studio?
Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You need an employee card key to get in.
Right, the card key that I have. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station?
Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through since the morning.
A run-through?
They're working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. We got the basics figured out by noon, and we're used to we're to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon.
So, Powers was in his dressing room sleeping, when he was supposed to be practicing? Talk about a laid-back hero. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there after noon?
I had some errands to run in that morning.
What kind of errands?
Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know?
Taking a hay fever tablet, and time to realize you don't have hay fever today and have the flu or some shit. That's the worst. Observing? Were you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job.
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs, always. Never missed one in all my years.
Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too.
You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty.
Not a bad idea.
Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station.
Did you see the victim then?
Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He had already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Tell us what happened next.
I was at the main gate from then until 5.
So you were watching there the whole time? No breaks, not even a second?
Of course. I'm a professional, you know? Or are you criticizing how I do my job, Whippersnapper?
No, it's just, after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can watch the gate and eat the donuts at the same time.
Snipperwapper.
Snipperwapper? Old Windbag is losing it, Nick.
Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. I'm sure somebody saw a Steel Samurai get run through on that day. True. What did you see?
Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right?
How do you know that?
Oh, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job.
Or Detective Gumshoe, getting ratted out by a security guard.
Interesting to me because a certain man walked by me at 2 p.m.
Oh. 2 p.m.? You're sure?
Sure as spit.
Well, who is the man?
Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio.
So you saw Mr. Powers.
That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny?
Nick, this is your chance.
Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him.
Let me get this straight, old bag. Or Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Okay, just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of a Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss, witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Ha! Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please, make known all information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I supposed to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me, this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow. Old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. The dead guy is not the Steel Samurai, but I still find that funny. Let's hear about your proof, then.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained an ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. Now that's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Phrasing.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. Whippersnapper.
Hey, I haven't said anything yet.
I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. Up and up. Youth today always whining about each other, pointing fingers.
Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match.
That morning, during the run-through of the action scene,
Who was present at the run-through?
well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai. Poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me.
What exactly were you doing?
Observing. Just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such.
So she didn't see the run-through then.
I saw Powers trip and fall.
Trip and fall? Oh, whoops. I wanted to, I forgot, I don't have the, double tap home to zoom in. I was gonna zoom in on, Old Bag's face in the corner there. Because, there's a setting on the Switch menu that lets you, double tap home to, zoom in.
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai, what a laugh. So, Power sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant, then?
Oh, her? She's cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. Gosh, I need to, like I said last stream, I need to get myself, like, a big-ass water bottle. Especially if I'm gonna, especially with the Phoenix Wright games, because, man, it's nothing but talking, and, it really just kills my throat. You may continue your testimony. Oh, wait. Real quick, before I get too much more into this, I need to go get more water. I will be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back.
He broke one of the props. It was a big mess.
He broke a prop.
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
Samurai spear? A murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
Strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down on the court record.
Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad.
Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Lost the map, or nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot. Okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there's one thing that bothers me. Which is... where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We are looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. You sure you're sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. Defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove all that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice. The time of poor Hammers' death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Sachi, are you... Random question, Sachi, have you seen anything Phoenix Wright related? Or is this, like, brand new to you?
Time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true?
How do you know that?
Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything.
You see, Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officers' fondness for donuts.
The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers.
Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody's suspicious looking. Right.
No one else went there.
What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before 1 o'clock? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going to the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy.
Edgy boy?
Old Windbag sure has balls. Well, you know what I mean.
Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. No one else went there? Are you sure about that? Photo number 2. Hold on. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. One more time. I'm sorry, that joke has probably been run into the ground. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, Sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture?
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says, photo number 2.
Photo number 2.
The computer only held data for one photo that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo 1, if it really was the only photo? Shouldn't there be a whole bunch of pictures of insects as well by them flying past the camera and triggering the shutter? If it's just a motion captured camera. Order. Please, tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself.
Eh? Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes. That's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer thingies. Edgy boy, help.
Huh? Believe me, I want to. But I don't know what this means either.
Huh. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper.
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please.
Every day, after I finish my guard duties, I have to do one other important job. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? Having to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected it.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do.
Another job?
That's right. I check all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes.
Do you back up all of the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see?
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point.
Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Whoops.
Come to think of it, couldn't she think of that,
Come to think of it, couldn't she think of that a little earlier?
Classic old windbag maneuver, Maya.
Might be a useful tactic to remember for my use in a future career as a windbag.
Let's find out more about this erased photo. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
Huh, a fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes to the employee area. Grate's been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and...
And?
They're kids. Children. Whippersnappers.
Kids? So, on the photo that you erased...
It was a boy. Probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What? Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes. Well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I'd think. It's quite heavy.
Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Mr. Powers?
Yes?
Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So, who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
Couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? Doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick! What are we going to do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could have conceivably done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, Will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed the crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order. Interesting. Let's hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly upon accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So, who was the person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder?
It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag.
Who?
Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. Security lady, Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper?
Order, order. Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you?
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in this costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right there. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. This is a really funny line with the context of the fact that they had to change Sherlock Holmes in The Great Ace Attorney to Herlock Sholmes. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Sherlock Sholmes, the greatest himbo of all time. Hell yes, Sachi. That is correct. I've only played through the first 4 cases of The Great Ace Attorney, but man, his interactions are so good. I'm very much looking forward to playing those games on stream. Especially because, honestly, the Dance of Deduction minigame is such a, improvement on some of the investigation stuff that just, it's so good.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something.
It's my move. Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case. Can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions that day. It's so the Dance of Deduction is so flashy, but it's the perfect amount of being really flashy and just really fun.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
I did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it?
Hey, Dash, how are you doing?
That doesn't matter. When I was at that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day, whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder. I am a lawyer.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna be running that I am a lawyer bit into the ground.
Your Honor.
I'm doing pretty good. Having fun replaying some Phoenix Wright.
The murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. The prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
I wonder how difficult it is to make, Ace Attorney ROM hacks. Because I know that there are, like, some really good, Ace Attorney ROM hacks. The main one that I've seen people talk about is, Conflict of Interest, I think is what it's called. But I wonder how difficult it is. Like, I wonder how much programming knowledge it requires.
Wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking.
Oh great, stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Yeah, have a good night, Dash. Thanks for swinging by. I hope that my chaotic voice changing isn't going to wake you up.
Well, testify.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me just to pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination?
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something.
So, you were told not to talk.
That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder.
Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There's a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at that guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
Path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but take a break. Your Honor, we've learned that there were others at Global Studios on the day of in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare my verdict, or declare... Wow. Phoenix, you think you're the judge now? I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. Prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends today's proceedings and the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. I just realized something really weird. Look at how wide the border of the painting in the background is. Like how wide the frame goes back to the wall. It's a thick-ass painting. Also, what the heck is this thing off to the right of the couch? Is that supposed to be like an ashtray? It's not a painting, it's the judge's suitcase. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Aw, really, it's nothing. Or should I say...
Oh, what, grin or sniff? It's a very thick frame. We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. I'm looking for details, like, legit think it's an ashtray. Will Powers just has a pipe on his jacket, apparently. It's behind the text box. We'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off of Mr. Powers.
Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. Oh god, I just realized where we're at. I just realized who we're about to meet. Yeah, what a day.
This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance?
Yes, that really depends on the people we found out about today, found out about in today's trial.
The director and the producer.
Yeah, them.
Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios.
I'm an attorney. Hey, see this?
You really like showing that off, don't you, Nick?
His favorite potted plant. Maya's been watering it so much lately it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow or she's perfecting her water torture technique. Oh, these are the same? Look at that grin. What do you think we should do?
What do I... Huh? Why don't we do what you just said? We gotta get the scoop on this director and producer.
Oh, right. And there's no point in hanging out here.
That's what I've been saying! Let's go to the studios, pronto! We don't have enough information to make a case yet.
It's exactly the same thing you said yesterday. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened.
There's not enough information.
Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all. We got lucky to tell the truth.
You can say that again.
Let's not.
So, WP, do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction?
Sorry, but no.
Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small.
We can't really rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yes. Do, fanboys sneak into the studios often? No, not that I know of. The security lady's pretty strict with them.
But in today's testimony, didn't she say they were often hanging around?
Kids really, really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Was the director present at the morning run-through? Yes, he was. He's directing how the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate should move.
Why didn't you tell us that before?
Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet.
That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big.
I see. Whose side is she on?
You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you?
No, I sure hope not.
No one's here.
Right, now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody, I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her.
Hey, in the guard station, look, she left her donuts. What? I wasn't gonna eat them.
That is a lie, Maya. The computer that runs the studio's security cameras. Huh? Looks like it's been turned off for the day. No, it doesn't. Red map. Main entrance to the studios. They probably have a police officer on patrol out there. Looks like a studio van. Probably use it to carry around film equipment.
Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey. Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys.
Oh, don't mention it.
Is it true they caught the security lady?
Oh.
Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain.
You mean that one? Wow, what a mess.
I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh? Oh. Well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right, I won't.
Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more.
If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation. So, the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain.
So it seems. Guess they covered it up in a hurry.
Hey, Nick. If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in.
Yeah, I think that was the idea.
I feel kinda sorry for him though, don't you?
What, you want to rip the grate off?
Really, Nick? We can?
Oh, she's serious. Uh-oh. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken.
Yay, you know, Nick. Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes.
Sometimes.
Hey, yeah. There. That should make the kids happy.
Things we do. You do not what, TM? The drain grate is off. I know who did it.
Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't that make you feel great to do a good deed like that?
Must be nice to live so free of guilt. Maya letting the intrusive thoughts win and commit crime. Honestly... yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the kid in this as well. Granted, there's a character in this case that's far worse. And I'm going to have hell trying to voice him. There's a half-finished backdrop on the stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably the old Tokyo castle. Yep, that's the same. Remains of the other day's lunch are scattered around. Everyone is probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. Door to the dressing room. It's not locked.
Hey, Nick, let's go in. Maybe there'll be something else to steal.
Hey, we're not thieves.
But we did take the card key.
We borrowed that. There's a difference. See, even Maya admits that it's stealing.
This is where the Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder.
So Mr. Powers says at least. Guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping.
But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then.
Huh. He's got a point.
Mr. Powers' bag. I wonder what's inside. Hey! Supermarket tabloids? Wow, I'm kinda shocked.
Maya, leave those alone. Wolfmen found on Mars? I'll have to buy that issue.
Oh, hello. You look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it?
Maya, are you gay enough to be committing these crimes?
I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing.
Call that camo? So, how are the studios doing?
There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder.
You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area?
Yeah, can you believe it? Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though.
Oh, whoops. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here on the day of the murder.
Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. Studio heads seem pretty eager to keep us quiet. So, they were trying to protect the director? More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer.
Producer, huh? I am an attorney. Let's take a look at this.
That's Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? What is this, anyway?
Looks like she didn't know about this photo or the injury that morning. Never mind.
Hey, Nick. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today.
Right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial.
So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path to the fallen tree, right?
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Maybe the director and the rest of them are here today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out.
Okay, this place is deserted.
Nick, what was that noise?
Sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Somebody must be inside.
Hello?
No answer.
Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in.
Not sure we should be barging in. Huh, it's locked.
What? Don't we have a key?
No, but there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it.
They'll let us. Some flowers here.
Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close, that fence looks dangerous. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates.
Hey, so they eat T-bone steaks too.
What is it with steaks around here?
Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place.
What?
I don't know. It just feels odd.
An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's got a Sudoku puzzle in the middle of it. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. I really hope that at least one of you gets that reference. Well, it seems like Sachi got it. Good. Security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras.
Oh, please don't touch anything in there. The security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew.
Really want the key to that trailer. Maybe next time. There he is. This loathsome creature. I legitimately really don't like this guy. How do I even fucking voice this? You can tell by the way that I'm hesitating that I just actually have no clue how to even do this without it coming out awful. I'm just gonna advance past that. Look at him. Look at this dude.
Huh? Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me.
Whatever. Whatever, lamers. How could you not know the great Salmonella? I make the leech shows. The Steel Samurai, mine. RTFC, read the film credits.
Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry. You looked so sorry.
No, quite alright, really. It's fine, Raffle.
It physically hurts me to say internet slang terms from the early 2000s. His name is Salmonella. It makes me feel like I've got salmonella.
What is it?
You know, on closer inspection. Yeah, hot.
She's 17, dude.
You do a lot of cosplay? Because that costume rocks. God damn it.
Roxers? What? Hey, you're drooling.
Huh? Well, buffer overrun.
Okay.
You've triggered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. Sequel to Steel Samurai. Pink Princess, warrior of little old Tokyo.
He really does make me sick to my stomach. Pink Princess? What? This man should have been the one that was the victim of the crime. Pink Princess.
Why's it gotta be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't it have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo?
Maya, we really need to talk about cool. I'm an attorney.
I try not to pay much attention to things that don't interest me, lol.
Why are you staring at me like that?
Look at that. See, here's the thing. There are most parts of this game haven't aged a day. This very much has aged. Also, can I just say, I like that his hat, one of the very few things that I like about Salmonella, his hat has a top knot on it, but it's in the front because he's wearing his hat backward. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder?
Oh, I know who you dudes are. That security lady told you about us.
That's right.
It's a pretty regular day. We had a run through for the action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch.
How the hell did this man pronounce a sad face? He really just said colon left parenthesis. A T-bone steak, was it?
Yeah, sucksers. I hate missing out on food.
Nick, what does sucksers mean?
No idea.
Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till after 6. With the producer and some bigwigs from the network.
Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who was at the meeting with you.
Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez? She's a genius. Mad skills all the way. Scary, though. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai.
You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right?
Yeah, we were together from 4 p.m., or from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time.
Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning?
Oh, The boss over at the network and some sponsors. Also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here around noon. Major tension.
Were all of them with you the entire time?
Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers.
Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses.
This is WP, right?
How do you know?
Well, look, he's obviously dragging his foot.
Oh, right. The director would know about the injury. He was there. Slowly back away.
Aha! You again. How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost.
You certainly got back to your post quickly.
Oh, the police took me away, they did?
Run.
They pulled out a spare steel samurai costume, told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that?
Mr. Powers is pretty tall.
As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go.
Guess that would rule out her being the murderer.
Anyway, know this, whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed.
You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips.
Starting now. 1, 2, 3.
This lady is too much. Hydration. I'm also realizing that I have no clue what to do for these Ace Attorney thumbnails. About that kid you said you saw.
If I see him again, I'm taking him down.
Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious.
About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder.
If I see him again, I'm taking him down.
Nick, I think she's losing it.
No, she's not. Take him down, old bag. I have a feeling she's not gonna respond well to anything I show her now. Security guard station. I can see the computer that runs security cameras.
Hey, no touching.
So I better investigate there later. Man, it's crazy to me that they, waited until Dual Destinies to just give you a list of all of the locations you can move to.
I don't really want to be in here.
Yeah, it is a murder scene.
I want to go someplace else. Nick?
This woman is about to murder a child. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to... this is why I hate this investigation so much. It's a lot of... Trigger one thing and then move arbitrarily to another area.
Hey! Hey, wait!
I'll bet he came right in through that drain.
Hey, Kiddio, what's your name, sport?
I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that.
Huh? But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. That's no way to talk to an adult.
You're not an adult.
I see no adults here. Hippie fashion chick.
Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked.
Gotta hand it to Maya. She's pretty sharp. Pretty mad.
I'm Cody Hackins. Call me Kiddio again and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer.
Cody's over here with the plastic sword that you get at, like, an arcade. Those, like, shitty plastic swords. Did any of you ever have that, those experiences where you, like, you get a whole bunch of those plastic swords from an arcade, and then you, pull the sheaths off and stick the sheaths together to make one big-ass, like, 5 times the length sword? Yeah, he's also got a top knot cap. Cody's preparing to take pictures for his cringe compilation. You are unfortunately unaware. So, you're a fan of the Steel Samurai? How dare you utter that name, evildoer?
What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai's side.
Ha! You can't fool me.
Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8?
Ha! Easy. Like some fries with that?
Not bad, kiddio.
Watch it.
I'm slipping into a different voice for Cody. Also, I just realized, why would you keep set pieces outside? What are they doing? Say, heard anything about the incident the other day?
You were here, weren't you?
Did you see anything?
He always, the Steel Samurai always wins, always. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything.
What?
But no way am I telling you, losers.
What? Wait.
Let me go.
He's gone. Huh. Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out.
A bottle? Why was this sitting there, I wonder? Anyway, what was that kid saying?
He saw everything? Huh. Where's that old windbag?
Sorry, Maya's voice might fluctuate a bit. Odd of her to leave her post.
Hey,
Nick, that was her.
stop, whippersnapper.
Yeah. Sounds like she's chasing after that boy.
Natch.
Uh-oh, she tripped.
I sure looks happy. Don't mind us.
Hey, Nick. Now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station.
Good idea.
Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key.
Key to that trailer in Studio 2.
We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick?
You just hang out at the rhythm game section of the arcades. Okay, I think I said this before. I really want to play, like, a proper arcade version of, Taiko no Tatsujin, I think is how it's pronounced. The drum game. Wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened.
Great, let's go, Nick.
She seems eager all of a sudden.
Well, you first, Nick.
Not that eager.
Someone's in here. Names. Our names? We're WP's lawyers, and, I see.
Hmm.
And who might you... Dee Vasquez, the producer.
Dee Vasquez. She's quite beautiful. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Miss Vasquez?
Script.
Excuse me?
Script. I'm looking for a script.
A script?
Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it.
We're getting nowhere fast. About the director, Salmonella, was it? What exactly is his role here?
Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else.
Nick, are all people in the entertainment business this weird?
Starting to look like it.
Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in.
Oh, wait. Really? I have to go... The worst part is that it doesn't let you skip steps either. I have to go back and talk to Sal for him to be like, hey, I have no clue where I set my script. And then you have to go and pick up the script from the chair that you couldn't pick it up from before because, ugh, Ace Attorney 1 investigations. Wait, what? Honestly, this case single-handedly has the worst investigations in this game. Well, Rise from Ashes might have worse ones, but I've only ever played through Rise from Ashes once, so...
We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai.
Miss Vasquez?
It's on TV, every week. That's all I have to say about that.
Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV? The nerve of her!
Hey, don't get mad at me.
Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yes?
if you see Manila, give him this.
Why do we have to do your errands?
It's entirely my own fault for not exhausting all of the dialogue.
I don't think I like her.
Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, we'll give it to him if we see him. Thrilling movement gameplay. Here, I got this from the producer.
Huh? Bring me the script for episode 13? Episode 13. Where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Uh-oh. My ass is pwned if I don't find it.
Nick, it might be quicker for us to look in all the places where he's likely to have been.
I agree. And see, we do that. Oh. Just let me pick from the list, please. How difficult would it have been for them to make... like, they backported the new version of Investigation, where it's the it's the magnifying glass that highlights where you can investigate. They backported that to the trilogy. Why didn't they backport the enhanced movement?
We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need and get out of here quick, Nick. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these.
Director? Maya, take a look around that chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Didn't he say he'd left it somewhere?
Ah!
Why is it covered in stains? Ugh.
I found it, Nick. The script.
Good work. Here, we found it. Your script. You're not going to talk to us?
Quiet. I'm reading. Just you hold on. What's the big idea? Who do you think you are, anyway? And do you even know who we are? Powers as lawyers? Right. Am I a suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but... You wanted to know about the day of the murder? Yes. Anything you could tell us would be a big help. You know there was a meeting here at noon?
Yes, with the director and the other people from the network.
Correct. Now, listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave. Impossible? Why? The path was blocked.
The path? Why did that... That was weird. Why did that pop the menu open immediately? On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked.
You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct?
Mr. Monkey?
The monkey with the broken head.
Oh, right, that. What an original name.
Its head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3. It was after 4 by the time the path was unblocked. Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer, stuck until after 4. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus, none of us could have gone to Studio 1. What? It's true. A crane came just after 3 to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they'd corroborate my story.
But wait. What if the head fell over after 2:30? Then you could have gone to Studio 1.
2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 ook. Always with the ooking.
He's a monkey, after all.
Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. Nick, it stopped at 2:15.
2:15.
That's right. This path was blocked from 2:15 till after 4. Therefore, we're innocent.
Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30.
See? Goodbye. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished.
Sure doesn't look good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. Now what? Fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim.
It's a little early for giving up, don't you think?
Huh?
You've got one lead.
Mia, it's you! What took you so long?
Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble.
Right. Oh wait, I guess that means we're really in trouble.
I'd say so.
What did you mean we have one lead?
The boy, of course.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything.
What?
But no way am I telling you losers.
I don't know. He didn't sound like he was gonna help us at all.
I'm sure you can find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back to the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix.
Thanks. Now I'm more worried than I was before. So, what's the best thing to do from here?
We need to get to the studio and talk to that boy.
So, do you have any ideas about who might have done this?
We don't have enough information to make a case yet.
Or have I heard that phrase before? So that's where Maya got it from. Oh wait, I forgot. You can actually...
My poor plant. It looks so sluggish. Have you been watering it properly, Phoenix?
Well, Maya has actually. I think maybe she's giving it too much.
Oh, Maya. Sorry, Charlie.
Plant's name is Charlie. Poster of an old movie that Mia liked. Oh, hey. Mia, what's the name of this movie?
That movie? Oh, I'd sure like to see that one again. It's, what was it again? Sorry, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
Let me guess. It's a suspense thriller? What's wrong?
Whippersnapper?
He's been chasing that boy this whole time?
When I catch him,
Sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him.
I got a hostage now, Whippersnapper.
Hostage? What happened to the boy?
If I see him again, I'll lay him flat.
My, what a violent old lady.
I actually met with the director just now.
My heart. I don't feel so good.
She okay?
Before I go, I'd like to visit the place where poor Hammer died.
Right, she was saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. What's this about a hostage?
When that boy was running away, he dropped this and ran. He'll come back for this one.
It's kind of hard to understand her with all that huffing and puffing.
Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we give him that.
Good idea. Miss Oldbag, might I?
No. I'm catching that brat if it's the last thing I do.
Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with her?
Trade. I wonder.
Hey, that's a card. Studio One?
Right, a card key to Studio One.
I could visit poor Hammer. I'd like to visit. Died. Phew. I was his fan.
You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag?
Studio One isn't my turf. You'll let me borrow it then?
If I give her the card key, then I won't be able to get into Studio One.
Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix?
Guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag.
Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. Take this and we're even. Deal?
What's this? Steel Samurai trading card?
That sneaky kid dropped it. I figure it's pretty important to him, though.
Thank you. I may have use for this. This must be the hostage she was talking about.
Right, I'm off.
There she goes, hobbling off toward the studio. Hey. Hey, you. Wait a second.
Phoenix, was that the boy?
Yeah, his name's Cody Hackins.
I think he ran into the dressing room.
Sure to be in here somewhere. Found you, Baker. Damn it, he's getting away.
Come back! There, he's back.
How did she...
Hey there, would you mind helping us out? Please?
I'm Cody.
Hello, Cody. I'm Mia Fey. Nice to meet you.
Yo. I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked? Oh, wait. I'm blending voices together. I'm sorry. It happens without me even noticing.
Phoenix, you can take it from here.
I'm not so sure I'm qualified. Runs away from the child. Steel Samurai is so cool. I think he's, the bomb.
Ha! What would a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai?
Hey, watch that attitude.
Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid.
Yeah, don't yell at me like that. I'm only a kid.
So, do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please?
I don't know nothing.
Looks like a little persuasion's necessary. Maybe a bribe? Cody, these look familiar?
Hey, my UR!
You are. Huh?
UR, you know? Ultra rare? That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
I'll give you this if you help me.
That's my card. By offering me something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
What do they teach these kids in school these days? Quantum physics? Nah, clearly it's, economics. He takes a class on socioeconomic stuff.
Whatever, I don't need that card.
Huh?
I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours.
What? After I went through all that trouble?
If you want to trade, find me a really rare card.
Really rare? I mean, there's something rarer than ultra rare?
Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
Premium, rare. Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks? Can't believe that Phoenix Wright never played Pokemon, the trading card game. Actually, never mind. I can't believe that he didn't collect the cards. It's fully believable that he didn't actually play the game because very few people actually play the game. Most people just collect the cards. Foil ultra rare.
Oh, hi.
Hello, what brings you here?
Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff.
Yeah, an SSR. Yes?
The, girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before?
Nope. She's the same as always.
Same as always. Okay. Whatever you say.
Have you seen that boy since then?
Nope. You missed it, though. Security lady was chasing around after the boy so fast I thought she'd collapse. Of course, he got away in the end. Boy, was she mad.
Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing?
She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fists back at the guard station.
Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. Are all the posters on the wall here of Hammer?
Yes, it's really a terrible loss for the studios.
But his popularity had been waning recently, right?
That's true. Then again, after what happened...
After what happened?
You mean you don't know about Hammer?
No, what?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
Wait, now you have to tell me. What happened with Hammer?
I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you.
Uh-oh. Why do I get the feeling something's being covered up here? You know anything about this?
Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set.
Complete set?
Yeah, a set of one of each card.
Huh.
Wait. That's it. That's the card I need. You don't know how long I've been looking for it. I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card. Please, I beg you. Please trade with me.
Trade with you?
Yes, trade cards. Look, I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card.
Trade me a... Huh?
Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please. Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate?
What's everyone getting so excited about? Okay.
Really? Thanks. Then this is for you. Yahoo!
And there she goes.
Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Moving around.
See this card?
Yes, so wait, that's it. It's the last ultra rare premium card I need. Come on, give it to me, please. You gotta give it to me.
Wow, I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay. How about a trade?
You're on. I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot.
Something... It's a interesting combo you got there, Cody. Also, can I just say, I don't understand why people hate this kid. Like, I get that he's uncooperative, but he's also a lot less uncooperative than multiple other witnesses. Because he's a child. I like that Sachi says because he's a child, and then Nautilus immediately says it because he's a kid who's puntable. That's about it.
I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot.
No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards, I want information.
Huh? You sure? Fine by me.
Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we could have him take the stand tomorrow.
So, you like the Steel Samurai?
So cool.
I guess.
You're just judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions and his life.
Being lectured on life by a grade schooler.
You like him too, don't you?
Oh me? Yeah, I, love the Steel Samurai.
So tell me what your favorite thing is about the Steel Samurai.
It's kind nature. But right, come on, think of something. I really like his kind nature. What a guy.
Totally. He looks so tough, but inside he's as gentle as a kitten.
Yeah.
So what else do you like about him?
Don't tell me I have to keep this act up.
Tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is.
Think of something. I like it when he, vanquishes his foes.
Yeah, wazam! Steel Samurai always wins, always. Check this out, it's my fan album.
I've never actually taken a look at the sprite from this. That's a really good sprite. What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai.
I go to every live performance.
Stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public.
I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! Got 'em all. Never missed one. Perfect collection. Check it out, my new digital camera.
Wow, that's very impressive. Newest model, isn't it?
You bet, lady. Just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Want to hear it? Steel Samurai, Path to Glory. Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, I took all these with the digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one.
Well then, I'm happy to accept.
What's with people always giving stuff to Mia? What a life. You were here on the day of the incident, right?
Yeah.
Did you see anything unusual?
Cody? Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too.
I saw everything.
Oh well, we might get some useful information out of him yet. Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the night of the incident?
I got here that day at around 2. I had to come in through the woods out back so the old lady wouldn't see me. I got kind of lost though. I was in there for maybe a half an hour or so, and I finally got to the studio. After that...
What is it, Cody?
The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used a samurai spear, just like always. One shot, one kill. Happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that.
I see. It must have been hard for you.
Man, you say those nice things, but it's so obvious you aren't speaking from the heart.
Right. Mia?
Yes?
I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it.
True enough.
And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him.
Indeed.
So the only person left who it could have been is Will Powers.
I have to admit, it's kind of a shock. But if you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure.
Let's not call him then.
I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone.
Not so fast, pal. I heard everything. This boy here's a key witness. And he's under police protection, starting now. Come on, son. You got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct.
No, I ain't going. Ah!
That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads. And now we have a serious handicap in court.
What are we gonna do, Mia?
Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there.
Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent?
Of course he is.
That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then.
Great. Thanks, Mia.
See you soon.
Okay. So, that's where I'm going to end for tonight. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Give me a sec. You know what? Let's just raid DG again. Yeah, I know I'm ending a bit early, but I'm also at a really good cutoff point. And I'm also kind of really tired. So yeah, let's raid DG again. DG's playing Mega Man Battle Network 6. He apparently beat Battle Network 5. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope to see you back here tomorrow for more Ace Attorney. Let's see, what else? Exclamation point Discord if you want to join the Discord. And exclamation point socials if you want to check out my YouTube and my Twitter. But, yeah. I guess, other than that, have a good one, and take care.